Condi is now the embodiment of the Thembo brand.
Even though you're disabled, doesn't mean that the world is going to end.
Forever live to remember that day because it actually changed her life.
And I remember swimming my first race. I had 50 freestyle. That was my first race.
You know, she does it with, I can do all things. And every time I look at her, I remember, I'm reminded of the scripture that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's exactly what she embodies.
If I'm to describe my journey in one sentence, my name is Condeleeza Thembo, and I'm a Paralympic swimmer from Gator Swim Club.
Meet Condeleeza Nakazibwe, a rising Uganda para swimmer, born with a passion for the sport.
I started swimming at the age of 3, and the way that I think I discovered it was because of my brother. He used to like going swimming a lot, and they enrolled him into a club, and I wanted to go as well, so I just tagged along.
Condeleeza was born in 2012 to us as our last child, as the Honorable Nyombi Thembo and wife, myself, Angela Thembo. She went to Aga Khan nursery and primary school, that is in Kololo, and actually that's where she began her swimming journey. She learned swimming under the guidance of the late Coach Zamzam. May her soul rest in peace. Coach Zamzam did a very great foundation in the swimming journey of Condeleeza, always having her by her back as she's learning to swim, and was very, very, very instrumental.
If I was to describe the moment, it was like, I remember it was a Saturday. Thembo wanted to go for swimming, and I also wanted to go for swimming, but my siblings didn't. So my dad and mom ended up taking me and Thembo to a club called Seals, and when we reached there, Thembo really wanted to join. So he enrolled first, but I hesitated and I didn't, and I enrolled the next week. And we started training and training. I think that's how I started to love swimming even more.
Despite facing a life-changing car accident in 2019 that resulted in the loss of one of her arms, Condeleeza's determination and spirit have propelled her to pursue her dreams.
They were preparing for a swimming gala, and that was one Saturday, that fateful Saturday, of course, which I can never forget as a parent.
That accident was very terrible, and it left the car crashed, where I left them all helpless, and the driver ran away from them thinking that they were dead.
So as Thembo at 10 years tried to pull out their sister out of the car, he ended up pulling so hard that most of the veins and the meat around the bone was left in the wreckage of the car. But anyway, he managed to save the sister out of the car, because soon after that, the car caught fire.
God has his amazing ways as usual, because when Condi got that nasty accident, we thought it was all over. But as you know, she survived the accident.
I remember driving from Nabingo to that part of the express highway in about maybe 20-15 minutes, and I saw where the car was, all the scratches and everything. It hadn't yet hit me until I reached the hospital in, I think it was Seguku. I reached at the hospital and I first saw Soskov and he looked okay, and then I saw Condi.
When I was informed we received some sad news about her accident. I wasn't very sure about it. I cried, but we had hope and everything that God will help us through.
Yeah. I saw Condi, and she was semi-cautious.
We shall forever live to remember that day because it actually changed her life. Everything from that day on today, as we are talking, is a change in Condeleeza's life.
with all the pain that she was feeling, she was okay. Mommy just told her that everything is going to be fine, and that's what she took. She took mommy's word for it and said, everything is going to be okay.
Today we have Condeleeza and we celebrate. We have left those as bygones, and we assume that was God's plan for a new structure that she has, a new her, and we should celebrate and we take her the way she is. Then she was in primary 1 at Kampala Junior Academy. When she had that accident, we went to Platinum Hospital. First we went to Seguku Hospital, that's where we found them. When we lost hope in Uganda, we thought we would fly out for a better treatment. But I'm telling you that God had done his own judgment, and that was it. The hand had to go.
Her mother recounts the challenges they faced during the recovery, including a successful operation in India.
So we reached Apollo Hospital in India by a private arrangement, very, very fast. But still, when I reached there, they checked and immediately told me, for her to have life, we had to accept that the hand goes. That was a very hard decision to make. I was the only parent available. I left my husband in Uganda. As I clinged onto the hand, wailing and wailing, they reached out to the father, who actually signed, I think, on video. And the following morning, we went to theater. I was with her in the theater. I wasn't able actually to make it through the operation. I lost it around 45 minutes down the operation. I blacked out, but the doctors had been approved to do their work. So they returned to me in the lounge as I was waiting with her with the half hand. I could notice that her other hand was half. I received her that way, of course in tears, but we forgot about that one and now we are celebrating.
Condeleeza shares her inspiring journey from discovering her love for swimming at a young age to overcoming adversity after the accident.
Then the following week, she asked me whether she should go back into the swimming pool. I couldn't believe this. I said, "What, do you want to try that? And the wound hasn't healed completely." I said, "Yeah, at least I'll be stepping into the water and the healing continues." So we had to support her. She went back into the swimming pool and immediately the wound healed. She started swimming, and not only swimming, but started the competitive swimming. And since then, we've been seeing the energy going up. We have been seeing positivity, and I can assure you, even parents, we can't believe the kind of energy and psyche this young girl has.
And I remember swimming my first race. I had 50 freestyle. That was my first race. It was very good, as per se, because I didn't lose, but I didn't come first. So I wasn't happy, but I wasn't sad. So yeah.
So literally, she just got back into the pool. They removed the bandage off of her like today, and then the next day she was already inside the pool and swimming. I remember that video on the family group, and she was swimming and flipping, and she was so excited that she could get back to her swimming. And since then she has given it her everything. It's like the one thing that she can just do and keep doing, So she went back into it. She has given it her very best. The family has also supported her, and we're really, really proud of her as well, because I see the sacrifice that she puts in.
Condeleeza has training in the morning at around 4:30 a.m. and she'll make sure that she's up by that time every single day without missing. I've never woken up after her. Like she's the one to come and tell me, "Hey, let's go for swimming practice."
I think if I was to describe my physical impairment, it would be something that has opened new doors for me, many new doors. because when, like, this impairment that I have, it gives you opportunities to swim with people who don't have that impairment. But when you go to actually swim with people with the impairment, they help you, like, it helps you become faster. And I feel like, as I can call it an opportunity, I think, in my own words.
Condi is like, I feel like even encouragement, like she already knows she can do it. Like, the only thing I would tell her is to always be willing to learn more, to never think that she knows everything, just to.
Upon returning to Uganda, Condeleeza showed remarkable resilience, returning to swimming training and pursuing other passions, including running and pageantry.
I also like to run. I recently went to Kabale to get classified for running, and I found a passion for it because of my brother. He's also a very good athlete in, like, running. He's very good at that. So I thought, let me also try it out. Yeah.
Her journey has been one that is not in a straight line. As we all know, she got an accident, but then it has been one which is very courageous, a very story-like journey. I was very proud of her personally when she decided to not give up on swimming and continue to persevere in the sport, though she was disabled, which has opened so many doors for her. Her journey has also been very inspirational. It has been one that has inspired me personally, not to give up even in my own personal goals that I have in life. And I feel like everyone should take that up. Just because you're disabled or have inability in a certain field doesn't mean that your dream has to die, which her journey explicitly represents.
She even fulfilled her dream of becoming Kids Miss Universe Uganda in 2021.
I think deep down in her mind, she was thinking of what next. She woke up and told me, "Mommy, I'm going to be a strong woman. I am going to show them that I'm a very different woman, even with this one hand." First of all, I had wanted to be a beauty queen. There are those people who came to our school and they showed us the beauty queens in a beauty pageant. I had wanted to register then when they come. When I go back, I'm going to make sure I register and become the beauty queen in Uganda again. I actually thought she had stopped at that, but I'm going to tell you that as soon as we reached back to Uganda, she went to Google again, Googling to know when the beauty pageant will be on. As I was trying to be resistant, fearing the beauty pageant, she was busy finding out when is it, when do they register. And came the day when they were registering, she just told me, "Mommy, the auditions are on. I'm going to register for the competition to get into the beauty pageant." Now you can imagine, as a parent, I couldn't stop her. She was so determined, but I had that fear. The other girls have hands. She doesn't have one. Won't we be humiliated when we get there? Aren't we going to get into tears once again? But determined as she was, she told the father, told the sisters, and everyone came up very much in support of the same. So the auditions went on, and I'm telling you, she answered the questions very well in the auditions, and everyone was concerned about that other little girl who had one hand. But before we know it all, I'm telling you, Condeleeza was crowned Little Miss Universe. She won the race of beauty. I was very happy, and if I remember that interview I made as a mother, when they were interviewing me as the mother of the winner, I couldn't stand it. I was just all in tears. I thanked God, but I wasn't myself.
In April 2025, Condeleeza made her international debut in Indianapolis in the United States of America, accompanied by her coaches and mother, as well as her teammates in Husna and Enoch Sechitende.
The World Series in Indianapolis, USA, and that is where we did her first ever classification attempt at the world debut of swimming. She did very well, and here we are preparing for Singapore World Championships after having gone through the classification in USA in Indianapolis. She swims with Gators Swim Club in Uganda. that is under the coaching of Coach Muzakaru Mwanguzi. He's doing very good work for us. But before she went to Gators, she was swimming then with SEALs. Actually, her foundation of professional swimming is with SEALs Swim Club. But because now the person she looks up to, and that is Husna Okondafu, her personal friend, her mentor, is in Gators.
I feel like Husna has been a very big inspiration to me because she's the one who opened my eyes to Paralympic swimming in Uganda. Because I thought I was the only one. Then I met Husna, and she's someone who will keep telling you to just keep on trying, and when you keep on doing, you eventually succeed.
First time I met Condeleeza was actually meeting her was the first time when she joined Gator Swim Club. That was the first time I actually had a conversation with Condeleeza. But prior to that, I'd heard about her. I'd seen her at galas, and I remember the first time I saw her, she had like the bandage around her arm, and there was a story of the accident, and I was like, oh, that's I was feeling really really bad for her because it was losing an arm is much different than being born without one. So I couldn't even imagine what she was going through. But from the looks of it, she was a very, very happy girl. She was a very happy child. She found her confidence really, really quickly. And I loved seeing that from her. So when I heard that her mom talked to my mom about joining Gator Swim Club and we could swim together, I was even much more excited that there's a possibility that I could have someone else on the team with me whenever I would travel. So I was super excited about that. And even just seeing her in previous races, I knew she's definitely going to be an amazing swimmer. And it's just about time when she was going to join me as well.
We were forced to cross to where the other amputee is. Actually, not an amputee before, she was born that way, but she also has one hand. And she does very good swimming. She's actually the profession that we had looking up to. She's been very, very cooperative and very helpful into this journey. Husna is so friendly and very open, and she gives that open hand. So when she gave us that opening hand, we went to meet her and we joined the club Gators. We are in there trying to do the best that we can, and now we are preparing. She is actually preparing for the World Championships in Singapore to go with Husna.
The best moment I remember from the USA between her and I was after we finished our races, and it was such an amazing coincidence, not coincidence actually, fortunate experience that we both had the same last final together. We were both in the 100 meters butterfly youth final, and was it the youth final or I don't remember exactly which final, but I remember we both finished and we literally walked around the pool together, hugged each other, gave each other a high five, and I knew this is definitely going to be a lifelong teammate for me, and I can't wait to see how much further she's going to grow, how much she's going to enjoy the experiences like I have, and how much more she's going to learn and mature throughout her whole journey.
Condeleeza hopes her story will inspire children and physically impaired individuals to pursue their dreams, proving that with determination and hard work, anything is possible.
Even though you're disabled, doesn't mean that the world is going to end. You have to just keep on pushing and pushing. Even though you have some discouragements, you just have to keep on pushing and keep on going, because eventually, if you put in the work and like the courage, you will reach the point you want to reach.
Her family believes she's a beacon of hope, and her journey is just the beginning.
What I can say about her journey has been a journey of endurance, perseverance, and a lot of tremendous hard work to get her where she is now. I can't be more than proud right now that she's about to compete in the Singapore World Championships. Yes, she has a lot to work on, but I believe she has the ability to continue and become a very great swimmer. But so far, she's doing very well, and I'm hoping that the world will see her in the future, what she really is.
We will give Condi what she wants to be. We'll let her be what she wants to be. So let us watch the space. Of course, as parents, we can guide.
As she prepares to represent Uganda in the 2025 Para World Swimming Championships in Singapore, Her family and community rally behind her, eager to see her shine.
Yeah, I think to us as parents and family members, Condi is now the embodiment of the Thembo brand.
Take them as something big, like the small wins and everything. But also to her to pray, always ask God for help and everything, because at the end of the day,
whether she's not feeling like it, whether she feels like it, she has that discipline inbuilt in her, which I really love about her. Other than that, Condeleeza is a lovely little sister. She's someone who is very understanding, very kind, very polite, and she also holds her values very strongly.
To Condi, we wish you all the best. We have a lot of faith in you, and we know that your potential is way above what we even see you for now, and we can't wait to see you at your max, and we will be there cheering for you, and we love you.
She's always up by 4 a.m. going to the pool, and then the training that she does early morning, I think it's 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then in the evening right after school she's doing the same thing, and then keeping up with school and everything. I don't think I can handle such a schedule but she handles it with so much grace, and she really inspires us because she doesn't do it with a heart of, oh, feel sorry for me. No, she does it with, I can do all things. And every time I look at her, I'm reminded of the scripture that I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me. That's exactly what she embodies.
If I'm to describe my journey in one sentence, it would be up and down, because I came from being an able-bodied swimmer to being a Paralympic swimmer, and that's a very tough transition to go through, because now you have to I used to swim with two hands, now you're swimming with one. You have to learn how to balance and all that stuff. So I think it would be up and down.
Condeleeza hopes her story will inspire children and physically impaired individuals to pursue their dreams, proving that with determination and hard work, anything is possible.